I'm not gonna lie, they probably won't even qualify for the grand finals, Aussie. So I hate to say that,
I feel like we're all just overcooking.
you mess with Peterbot, you are going to...
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm calling from Manitoba, Canada.
Hey,
Ooh,
Canada,
I don't even know what that is. I know Canada is. What the hell is Manitoba? But yeah, sorry, bro.
I'm with you, Ozzy. I don't know where that is, but it sounds like a very peaceful, lovely place. What is your take, my friend?
My take is that none of the players coming from like EU or OCE will place in like the top 15 to 20, and that this Grands is going to be a major upset in who places in the top 5.
Ooh. So, okay, so just to clarify, so you're saying that any of the teams who swapped regions, so we've got like Kindex and Phantom going Middle East to EU, we've got obviously all the big names coming from EU to NA, and then we've had Alex Worthy coming to NA. You don't think any of them are going to place inside the, what was it, top
15.
10?
Like 15 to
top
20
15.
range.
Top 15.
Bruh. Wow. So you didn't think they're going to qual. So you don't think there is going to be a single person who just swapped regions who's going to qual for LAN?
No, and the reason I think that
Damn.
is more or less because they have to completely relearn the meta. Like, if you look at EU compared to NA, they work quite differently. If you look at how like Clix and Veno have been trying to learn each other, Clix is still somewhat struggling from what I can see. Like to learn Veno's play style. So they have been like they won game 1 of one of their cash cups, and then they didn't make a end game. Like after that, I think they made 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And like from what I've seen, like Veno was the Veno and Tayson were the highest placing team to come over here. They placed 9th, and they just placed what?
They placed
the
they placed like 11th.
22nd.
I don't think they placed.
Yeah, I think it was 11th. Yeah, it was
They
even
came 11th. Yeah. They
Yeah.
didn't do 9th.
But either way.
From what?
And
Oh
then
wait,
now-
yeah, they
Yeah. Okay. Damn. I mean, this one's spicy. I mean, Cease, do you have any takes since you're the one who just got invaded, bro? We haven't asked anything about the other regions coming over and stuff. How do you feel about it? You think they're going to do well? You think they're going to hold up? You think it's like NA's easier, EU's harder? Like,
Yeah, I don't even think we have to I don't even think we got to talk about Middle East coming to EU. We don't got to talk about any other region. Like, it's all good. We'll move on to just NA. No, I think that he's definitely got a hot take. So, you know, but
I
Might
like
be our
it.
first hot take of the day. Everything's been
Yeah, it might be a
warm
hot
so
take.
far, you know? So
yeah, I
that's
think
what-
I think that some of the teams will definitely qualify. I don't want to say exactly. Actually, no. Nah, screw it. I think
Yeah,
I
do
think
it, bro. Let's go reverse
Tayson-
2K in this
Tayson and
bitch.
them-
They all suck. Let's cause some beef, man. Come on.
I think Tayson and then will qual. I just have a finger on like Yapko will qual. Like that guy's just indestructible. I think that's yeah, Tayson, Vino, and Yapko, I think will be the only ones. I think like I don't understand why Kylie would come over. I don't understand some of these other. I don't know all the duos. I gotta look it up. But like,
Dude, Kylie and Vert doing well. Kylie and Vert just came like 4th in the duo Kashi though. Like, to be fair, like, so I will say as well. So you're coming in, C-Boy, saying this, where I will give the context when he was not following as closely. Every single EU player that just came to NA made the duo Cash Cup finals today. A little bit Mickey meta, but literally every single one of them. So that is kind of a crazy showing already, to now that none of them will get inside the top 15. I mean, it's hard. So Veno Clix is a tough one because Clix has sucked at getting his early surge for his entire career. He admits that. Anyone who follows Clix admits that. We talked about it on this podcast. Levin saying that he was in a call watching Clix try to get his early surge and genuinely didn't know if he was trolling because it was that bad, right? So like, it's a new play style for him entirely. But I think like I think saying that Yomzo and Tayson, for example, I think Yomzo and Tayson play exactly the same already. I think as long as they don't have any chemistry issues or something goes catastrophically wrong, they're both just looking as good as they ever normally do in this one. I mean, Kylie and Vert was definitely another one. Mixon and Blaha were like a top 15 on EU easily. They were a top 5 on EU comfortably, depending on the meta. So like, that's definitely one to be able to do it as well. I think Alex and Worthy are mad biased with that land spot up their sleeve. If they play a proper drop spot, lock it down. Yo, if you drop on us, we're going to grief you. No land for you. With Alex and Worthy with a good drop spot, top 15 is extremely doable. When they played on land in the qualifiers, Uncon, they came 6th. Like, there's placements there to back it up. So I got to disagree, but I love the balls you had to make that statement, bro. That was a take.
I think also something you got to remember is there's only like, what is it? I can only think of 2, Mongrel and Savage, and then Mixon and Blocka or whatever. Those are like the only 2 actual EU duos.
Yeah.
Everyone else is EU NA. So it's kind of like, if Tayson and Vino play together, I mean, you would even guaranteed they're top 10ing it. They're getting the call to global. NA. Like now it's like Tayson and Clix, Yamzo or whatever. Tayson, Yamzo, Clix and Vino. It's like it definitely does feel like they could be misaligned. And then for like Alex and them, I mean, yeah, that's a Australian duo coming over. I just saw that
It depends what they do.
Yeah, I just saw that they might be contesting restored reels. So I'm not gonna lie, they probably won't even qualify for the grand finals, Aussie. So I hate to say that, but like,
I'm saying they don't go there. Like, if they go restored reels, bro, I swear to God, I'm gonna be like, bro, you had the one chance. I'm gonna be so pissed if you wasted on this. Like, I'm pushing as hard as I can to be like, don't do that. But I mean, it'll be interesting. So, okay, so Cease, you kind of touched on that. So you're saying that if we took like a top 5 EU team straight out of EU, popped them into NA, they're easily doing it, right? Like, you're not trying to argue that, you know, NA is that much harder of a lobby. Okay, so it's the splitting of the play styles is kind of like what's throwing us off here. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like, I don't know. Clicks and Veno, man, forecast tower 80% of the time. Like, dude, like, you give Veno
also,
almost anyone, bro, and he's
crazy.
gonna get that. Yeah, he's gonna
Veno. You could literally put Tayson and Veno and just like grand finals, randomize them. They get like what Skittles gets, like, or what am I saying? Tayson gets Skittles and Veno gets like Rapid, and like they would probably both still top 10, like easy, like So like they have so much individual skill, and EU is also like definitely ahead of NA on the side of like because they have individual skill, they can like lead their team. And it's like, dude, I've seen Veno just like Clicks is just like he's just like a dog. He's just sitting there. He's like trying to like learn from Veno the entire time. He doesn't really know what's going on, but Veno's like so clear and concise of what he wants to do. All Clicks has to do is just shoot his gun. So it's like I'm kind of glad that every player, from at least from what I can see, is not like a crazy IGL. I think it'd be very crazy to have like a Queasy come over to NA. Like that would be like nuts. I feel like he would just dominate and win every lobby, I think.
Wow.
Damn. Levin's biased. Let's just hear it. He likes I'm gassing up EU. He's like, dude, like let's raise the flag.
We'll do our talking in the server, man. I'm seeing a lot of all this chit chat. Oh man, hey, this EU players, this, all that. Let's just do the talking in the server, man. I feel like if I want to get real with this, and I've had a bunch of conversations. I saw Vivid in the chat, and Vivid was laughing because, you know, we had a meeting about FNC yesterday, and we were going a bit back and forth, and it was getting a bit spicy in there. All in good fun, though. I love Vivid. I personally think almost everyone is doing way too much. Like, I feel like we're all just overcooking a lot with some of these situations, in the sense of like, I just don't think, like, I think one, again, you highlighted a bit there, Cease, is like, yes, it's EU players coming over. Like, sometimes, like, these are just good Fortnite players playing with good Fortnite players on a region that is difficult, whether it's similar difficulty, less difficult, or more difficult than the region they're from. These are some of the best Fortnite players in the world playing with some of the best Fortnite players in the world. I feel like we're just doing way too much. I feel like we're just overcooking it.
I mean, you can't look at it and be like, all EU teams coming over, we're cooked, all EU is calling on NA. It's like, you also got to remember, on top of that, you got drop spots. Rapid and Bad and Booby. I'm just gonna throw like a random name, just goes contest, Clicks and Veno. Like, like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna contest them. Like, it could happen easy. Like, all these EU teams could just genuinely not qualify. Like, I hope that people fucking put the flag in the ground and be like, this is USA territory, get out of here, and just like all like the bottom 10 teams go like just randomly switch around and just contest. Like, that'd be awesome.
I get we have to make a big deal out of it for the sake of storyline, because it is interesting. Like, I'm so excited to watch Cash Cup today, right? To see how these teams do. But like, at the end of the day, it is just Tayson, a very good Fortnite player, playing with Yomzo, a very good Fortnite player. Like,
I wish they all stuck. It genuinely made it so much more boring that they split and play with NA players, because it's just like, what does this mean now? You're gonna have people say that if, like, let's say Yomzo or Clicks win their first FNCS now, it's because they play with EU players, because EU's how much better they can win every FNCS, and I feel like it's not gonna be as fun, and then it's gonna have so many asterisks on it. Like, I agree. And I mean, I don't know. I also think, I'm just going to kind of like go back onto this one again. None of them have already qualified for LAN. Any team not qualified for LAN this season is at such a disadvantage. It's insane. There are literally 4 to 5 drops on EU and NA right now that are just no-go zones. You go here and you're not going to LAN. We're not letting you go to LAN. You just threw your whole chance of the whole year. So like, we have these gigantic, massive, awesome POIs just locked down now, which that changed the leaderboard massively as well.
Especially
like,
with Alex season coming over. Like, it changes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like,
it's 5. There's 5 spots now.
It's insane. I think I definitely, I was about to say your point of like, Clicks wins, like no one's gonna care. I think that I want to know your guys' take this little bit on that topic, is like, who do you think is gonna win this FNCS and NA? If I had to put a name out there, Peterbot, Poyo, they're winning. I would bet like 100 times over that they're gonna win this. I think even with the EU teams, It's like you're still not as messy, like you're still not as clean as like Pollo and Peterbot are going to be. And also like the confidence. I don't think anybody has the level of confidence that Peterbot and Pollo have in a lobby. Like, dude, they get off to like a 30-point lead in first place, or like 30 points above second, whatever. Like, dude, they're already winning. Like, it's just over. Like, Jason, if he has a 30-point lead, he's not gonna play the same way Peterbot's gonna play with a 30-point lead. Like, it's just not the same.
Yeah. I mean, and also like I want to kind of go with the Kanata Cooper have the infinite crossbow, and they're looking really good too. But literally, Peterbot Pollo just got pissed at Kanata killing them once, ran them down for 2 games, stole the crossbow, and then won both those games. So it's like that play is just insane. To be able to just kind of do that is nuts.
He controls Redline Rig and Nitrodome like completely. Like he can control any spot on the map. Like, you mess with Peterbot, you are going to die. Like, your game is over. Like, you cannot. It's impossible. So it's like I think that he's intentionally not landing on the crossbow. Like, everyone knows the crossbow wins games. He won games with the Grim Gate coin. He can control it. If they mess with him, he can control it. I mean, I think I would not be surprised if we see them like push Nitrodome a couple games in like a grand finals.
Hey, if you enjoyed that video, you can watch the full podcast right here. Just click on it, watch the full episode. You've already watched this video. You might as well watch the full podcast right here. Go on, click it.